Hello, friends. Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Jen,
And my name is Kim.
and today we are going to have a conversation about how to worship God at home.
Right, because like with the churches physically being closed, I know we have like online services, but like what are we doing during the week? Like, are we still like worshiping God? Are we just doing our own thing? So
Mhm.
this video is gonna just like show you guys how we worship while we are at home,
Yeah.
right? So for me, the first thing is like doing daily devotions, like spending time in His Word
Mhm.
and reading the scriptures. I have the Bible app on my phone, so it sends me like every day, like
Notification.
yes, for
Yes.
like every day it gives me like a new scripture, right? That is really fulfilling to read because like sometimes when you know you just have those things that stick out to you, like you read
Yep.
and you're like, oh my gosh, I needed this. So I think that spending time in His Word is a really is a great way to like worship Him at home,
Mhm.
um yeah, with wholeheartedly. So
Yeah.
girl, how about you?
And so I'm to add to that, and sometimes it's good whenever there's no interruption.
Yes,
Like when
that's
it's
true.
all quiet.
Yeah.
Usually I do that when everyone's asleep. And
Yes,
then
I
you
agree.
have the time because I have a baby. I have a 7 month old.
Yes.
So usually, if
Yeah.
they're both sleeping, my husband, I
Mm-hmm.
would just like try and get up, get my notebook, write down some
Exactly.
stuff,
Yeah,
and just like
exactly.
have that one on one with God. So
Exactly.
adding to that, I think we can worship God. I believe we can worship God through music.
Yes. Oh,
So this
yes.
means that we could listen to music. We should listen. We could listen to gospel
Yeah.
songs, worship
Yes.
songs, any song that could lift us up. There's actually this song.
Yes.
I don't know if you've heard it.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of a calming Christian song,
Mm-hmm.
and this guy's name's Jonathan Ogden, Ogden. So
Okay.
I'm gonna link down his music on the
Mm-hmm.
description because I think he's really good
Right.
in terms of connecting with the word and his lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
But also, this comes to singing just a praise song, like
Right.
um, thinking about just dancing,
Yeah. Yeah.
dancing to the music,
Exactly. For
worshiping.
sure.
And yeah, do you have something to add to through
Right.
music, worship through music?
Exactly. So yeah, you can worship through music. You're right. Through
Mm-hmm.
singing, dancing, praising, and with the song, it doesn't even have to be like, you don't even have to be like all vocally.
Yeah,
No, as
in
long
tune.
as right, it's like as long as He knows that you're actually doing it like
Mm-hmm.
wholeheartedly, as I said, like you're good. Like I was recently introduced to the song like literally yesterday by
Mm-hmm.
Koryn Hawthorne. It's called Graves into Gardens, and the lyric goes like this: I
Yes.
searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. Man's empty praises and treasures that fade were never enough. Then you came, so God, sorry. So you came along, sorry guys, and kept me together,
Mm-hmm.
and now all my desires are satisfied here in your love. So I was like, wow, that's really touching lyrics, and she sings it amazingly. So I that been on my playlist. I'm not even gonna lie, and I was just introduced to it yesterday. So
Wow, I'm gonna make sure to listen to that.
yes,
My song is because we have worship
yeah,
time with my baby before sleep
yes,
time. Our
which is
worship time,
amazing.
our worship time is always Waymaker because
Yes,
when he hears it,
yes.
it's just like, where's that song coming from? I
Right.
just
Oh, that's so cute.
because it's Waymaker, Miracle Worker, Promise
Yes.
Keeper, Light in the Darkness. It's just all of
Right.
God's beautiful description, and He is
Yes.
beyond description. So
Girl, I love
that
that. Mm-hmm.
that song is just
It hits the nail.
powerful.
Yes, it
It's
hits.
powerful. It's
Yep.
just when you're going through something and then you hear that, like,
Right.
wow, like, why am I
Yeah.
worried?
Exactly.
Like, as a believer, you'll be like, "Ugh, this is so hard," but
Yeah.
at the same time, like, it speaks to you. Like personally, it spoke to
Right.
me, and sometimes it's just like,
Yes, I
it touches
know.
you.
I know.
And so
Yes.
I really love that because,
Yeah.
especially the bridge when it says, even
Mm.
when I don't see it, you're
You're
working.
working.
Even
Yes.
when I don't feel it,
You're
you're working.
working.
You never
Mm-hmm.
stop. You never stop
Stop.
working.
Yo,
We don't want to
I'm
sing
trying
it
not to sing it,
because of
girl.
copyright.
Yes, but
But
you're right. It's very powerful lyrics. Yeah.
yeah.
And it's so
So,
true because, like, even though we don't see him working, like, we feel like, why is this situation taking so long? Why are we not passing through it?
mhm,
He is still working no matter what, because it's like, because we're looking at it from a human's point of view, right? We can't see it from his point of view. What he already done, what he's doing for us, he already done. You get what I mean?
yes.
So it's
It's
like,
been
it's for,
done.
it's been exactly. So it's like for us humans, we're like, why is it taking so long? But you're right. The song really helps you out to
Yeah.
just relax and be patient.
Yeah.
Yes. So for the
And
yes,
yeah,
go ahead,
go
girl.
ahead. So I will add to the third way
Yes.
is through serving.
Yes.
Um, so because we're not in church, I
Mm-hmm.
think we can still serve others or serve other
Mm-hmm.
people around you.
Right.
Like I think this podcast is part of our worship
Yes. For
because
sure. Sorry.
it's not just our dedication with our time, but it's also hopefully we inspire
Mm-hmm.
others and
Right.
we can, impart at least like a teensy weensy thing
Yes. A
on
hope. A hope. A reassurance.
yeah, on
Yes.
someone that's like,
Yeah.
you know what, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, you don't feel like worshiping because
Mm-hmm.
you're going through something, you're going through
Yes.
hardships, you're going through trials.
Yeah.
But friend, we are here for you.
Yes.
We are here,
Encouragement.
yeah, for encouragement. We can have conversations. Just type it in the comments. We can tackle that in our
Yeah.
next episode or our next yeah, next week because we
Yes.
do this weekly.
Yes.
Um, and yeah, I think serving others in terms of your family, you can help
Mm-hmm.
them
Sorry.
in like a simple way. You could drive your mom somewhere, and it's part of worship to God because you are
Right.
honoring
You're
your parents.
exactly.
And you
Yep.
are honoring what he said in his word that like children obey your parents in the Lord, for
Yes.
instance, right? Ephesians 6, 1 and 3.
Yes.
I believe that was my very first verse that I memorized.
Yeah.
And sometimes, well, a lot of times when I disobey, this is what what's reminded
Mhm.
of me.
Yes.
So yeah, serving others,
Yeah.
serving God through
Mhm.
music, through
Yeah.
giving
Yeah.
even.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, you wanna add to that?
Sorry. And for giving, it doesn't necessarily have to be money. It
Yeah.
can be like giving somebody that, been struggling with a meal,
Mm-hmm.
food, you know what I'm saying? Giving them a blanket because they're cold. It's just like the littlest things can be serving people, right? And to go on to the next one for me is journaling. Like writing down what's on your mind, writing down what's on your feelings, your prayers, your goal. Because I feel like when you write things, it's like you clear your mind.
True clarity. Yeah, I was gonna
Yes.
literally.
Yes. It really helps you clear your mind, and like it gets things that are on your chest off your chest, you know what I'm saying? So I suggest you guys, like,
I like
if
that.
you have, like, if you just go out, you can get the book. It doesn't have to be a fancy book. Get it from the dollar store. Just write.
Exactly
Right, it's a
what I
dollar
have. I
25.
have to show you.
There you go, honey. Yes, just get a journal, write it down, write your worries, write things
Mhm.
that you fear, because God doesn't give us the spirit of fear, right? So, like, write what you're fearing and pray about it. Like, ask God to take it away, because
Mhm.
you don't give me the spirit of fear. You give me a spirit of hope, joy, reassurance. You know what I'm
Power,
saying? Power,
sound
strength.
mind,
Exactly.
perfect.
Yes, girl. So, like, I think journaling is the best thing to do to, like, worship and get the heaviness off of your chest, right? Because you have to worship Him with that. How do you say that? You have to, like, with a, not a heart that's so full and heavy burdened, right? So that's your time to release it all to him. Like, that helps me through journaling.
Yeah, I love
So yeah, how about you, girl? The next one.
My next one is kind of connecting to my
Yes.
first one, but this one is worshiping God through your art or through your talent. So
Yes. Yes.
worshiping God, I believe that it's not just about singing, not just about playing
No,
musical instruments
it's not.
or dancing. It could also be,
Mhm.
knitting for a friend,
Yeah,
quilting, doing something like for others again, or doing something for
exactly.
the church, doing something for His
Hmm.
kingdom.
Right. Yeah,
Because the
exactly.
church, the physical location, the place, the church, that's not what you call the church. The church is the people.
Yes.
So that, and then you can even paint. I see a lot of
Yes. Oh
Christian
my gosh.
painters where
Yes.
they like paint however they feel
Yeah.
with the music in the background, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
so beautiful and it's so touching.
Yeah.
And we can write songs. I think
Mm-hmm.
the last time I wrote a song that's like I released
Mm-hmm.
was 2009.
Whoa.
That's how
So you're
far
saying we
back
need to
it
get
was.
one now for
I need to
2021.
get it out,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think those
Yeah.
are some of the examples of the talents
Exactly.
that
Right. Right. And
um
like as you said earlier too, like dancing, like if you're praise and worship dancer, you know what I'm saying? You can that's a talent you can do to showcase like how you worship God as well.
mhm,
And for like also I want to say like how you can worship God at home is through prayer time. Like prayer is just like your communication with God. So
mhm,
it's very important that you take that time and set the atmosphere, right?
yeah.
And like to open your heart to speak to him. And like, yeah, do you want to add to that, like prayer time?
With prayer time, it's
Mm-hmm.
before for me personally,
Yeah.
when I was younger, I just kind of take it for granted because you would
Yes.
be like, "Oh, I pray for the food. I'll pray when
Yes.
I'm sick. I'll pray when just to say thank you for this and
Mm-hmm.
that." But it's
Yes.
prayer is more than that. I
Yes, it
believe that
is.
prayer is your own communication. It's
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
your Wi-Fi. When you are connected to the router,
Yes.
you are more connected to the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So you're more focused when it comes to God and your communication
Right.
with him in
Right.
terms of prayer, because I can attest to
Mm-hmm.
that, because I think there were times when I was just not
Mm-hmm.
committed to
Yeah.
praying, and I
Right.
feel
Right.
so like straight away
Yes.
in that sense. And it's like not you're not comfortable into like voicing out your cries or voicing out your burdens or like voicing
Mm-hmm.
out whatever you're feeling.
Right.
So I believe that it is true, especially like during this time.
Mm-hmm.
Prayer is your number one source of strength, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
we don't just live by bread alone, but with also His
Yeah.
word, His
Exactly.
promises.
Yes.
And yeah, that's what I'm gonna add.
Yeah, I
to your-
totally agree, girl. I totally agree.
Mhm.
That is so true.
So I think we talked about the 6 ways.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Yes.
other songs in mind, or what have you been doing at home? Because do
Mhm.
you have online church? Because for me, we have online church.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's around 11 a.m.
Yeah. So yeah, so we still have online churches, I said. Oh my gosh. So we still have online church.
Yeah.
It's from like 10 to about like 11:30 on Sunday
Mhm.
mornings. And yeah, like they do regular service, Bible reading, worship, praise and worship. And yeah, another song that I can say that would also be on my mind is by Jonathan McReynolds. Hopefully I got his name. Hopefully I got his name right.
All the songs that we talked
Hopefully,
about, I think we
yes,
should link it below.
yes, for sure. It's called Make Room. So I
Makes
don't know
room.
if So I don't know if you heard,
I'm
listen
not
to it.
sure.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like basically he's saying, "I'll make room for you, God." Like you know what I'm saying? Put everything aside,
Oh
and
my
I'll make room for
goodness.
you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Trust me, and it's very
Because
touching. Mhm.
sometimes we just forget that
Yes.
God is there. Sometimes you kind of just want
Mhm.
things to go your own way.
Yes. I think that's like all of us, right? We're humans, right? We're like, I want
Yeah.
to do this, I want to do that, but at the end of the day, God has like the final say, basically.
Yeah, but it's good if you have conviction. It's good
Yes.
if you have, oh, stop, Jen.
Uh
Stop
huh.
self.
Yes.
You know what? Have faith, believe, um,
Mhm.
and hopefully our heart's desires will
Yes.
be fulfilled. Hopefully,
Yes.
by God's grace.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's lovely. I hope that you guys can join us again next week. If you haven't watched our first and second episode of the podcast, we're going to link it in the screen. Again, thank you so
Mhm.
much for joining
Thank you,
us.
guys.
Please continue to support by pressing the like button, and we'll see you next week. God
Bye.
bless. Bye.